Welcome to another episode of the State of the Bulldogs, kicking off the 2026-2027 after the summer off. Mike, Jeb, Grant, how are we, boys?
Quad box for night one. There we go.
That's right. 4 for 4. Let's go, baby.
It's been a hot minute. I don't know if we had all four of us here.
Been 2 months.
Just a bunch of hobos.
Just a bunch of hobos. Guys, before we get into... There was quite a bit of news, quite a bit of things going on this summer. But before we get into that, on a personal level, let's hear some highlights. I mean, this is the first time we've really taken the summer off. But let's hear some highlights from this past summer. Jeb, we'll start with you, big dog.
Man, switched jobs, obviously. Did that. We've been hanging out, enjoying time with family too, and there's been a lot of beach trips. I just got back from Vegas for a conference last week, and so coming off that, and then a little bit jet lag still from that.
I'm sure.
Have the week off here coming up, so it'll be a little more relaxing too.
Can't believe you didn't talk about the rodeo, Mike.
Well, yeah, the rodeo was definitely a good time with you, Sam.
Mike, how was your summer?
My summer was great.
I think Mike's pretty boring when you think about it. Probably.
Yeah, nothing major. Pretty low key. Yeah. Obviously, got married in May. Had all
new
three
roommate.
All three all year. Yeah, new roommate. It's been a tough adjustment for Bailey and I. But yeah, wedding was great. Had all three all there, quad box in person for the first time ever. So it's a good time. And then we spent 10 days in Greece. Trip of a lifetime.
Yeah, how was Greece?
It was insane. Highly recommend. It was like the best 10 days ever.
What was the best thing y'all ate?
Best thing we ate?
Yeah.
We did a cooking class one day on this local farm, and they
fun.
Cooked a bunch of stuff all from the farm, like fresh, like chickpea stew, cheeses, homemade grape wine or grape leaf wine. I don't know what they call it over there.
Grape wine.
Yeah, obviously grape wine. Like a roasted lamb of some sort. I don't know. It was awesome though.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
And cool.
But also just like eating fresh calamari and lobster every day that was caught, that morning.
Mike, did you bring any olive oil back?
Yeah, we brought one bottle from the farm where we
it's like
toured.
Evo,
Going back to
breast, all that.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Yeah,
cold
from
filtered.
Crete. Yeah.
Going back to college, Michael, when you said you were going to go live in a socialist commune in France, would you choose Greece over France now having spent time in Greece?
I think summer in Greece on the Isles is a little bit different than anywhere in France, so probably pretty low key.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Good vibes. That's still on the old bucket list. We'll see.
Hey,
our buddy Porter swears about it too. Do what?
I said Labor Day 27.
Yeah, maybe Greece, Alabama. Grant, how was your summer?
Good. I think this was back in May anyway. Went to Spain for a week. My cousin got married in Barcelona, so we spent a few days in Madrid for a couple of days. Toured Real Madrid, pretty awesome. The whole stadium and everything. They call themselves the best club in the world. It's like intense, pretty awesome. Tour. You get to go on the field and you go to sit in the locker room. You get to sit on the bench.
Cool.
Like you basically saw everything around the stadium. That was the first day of Real Madrid. Pretty cool. But then, I think Spain was obviously the highlight. And then went to Mike's wedding the week after. So we did a Barcelona wedding, then did a Franklin, Tennessee wedding. The back-to-back weeks.
Boom, boom, boom.
So
similar cultures.
The
right?
wedding crasher is what we call them.
Same.
Yeah.
Same vibes. Yeah.
Grant, we'll be going to your wedding one day. I just hope I'm not on Social Security by then. My summer was great. I joked about the rodeo with you, Jeb. That was the first part of the summer. We went to my grandparents in Texas and went to the local county rodeo. Lived up to the hype. Very stereotypical rodeo announcer. Great bulls. Decent barrel racing the night we were there. But the bulls were great.
Front row
and
seats,
then
though.
front row seats. Yes, got some dirt on us. It was a good time. And then went out to Omaha, watched Oklahoma beat your Tar Heels, Jeb, in game one.
Yeah, thanks, Sam.
I know, Grant. Both of you guys really disappointing me here.
I didn't bring it up, like.
Well, of course, you wouldn't bring that up, but
actually, the biggest part of my summer is the Hurricanes. But keep going, Sam.
Oh, that's right. Yes, and the Canes won the Stanley Cup. Do you have your newspaper handy?
I don't.
Dang.
Anyway, long story with that, but yeah, I've got the pennant up there.
Canes won the cup in a pretty epic Stanley Cup playoff overall. But I would say this summer between the Stanley Cup, the World Cup, all of our weddings, activities, and whatnot, it's been a pretty awesome one. I do want to talk about. Let's go through kind of what we've missed so far, and we'll go reverse order and what I have written down. Let's start with the World Cup. We haven't been on air since June 8th or June something like that. So right when the World Cup was kind of getting going, Spain obviously with the victory, but so much drama. Grant, what were some of your favorite moments drama wise from the World Cup?
Drama wise, I love watching soccer during work. That was fun for a handful of weeks. I thought I was
it's a dub.
Major. As soon as it was over, I said, "What am I going to do from 2 to 4 this afternoon?" I guess I actually have to work. That sucks. But it was fun watching kind of like with the expanded World Cup and the more teams obviously go from 32 to 48. You get more stories. You get to see Cape Verde go on that run. They play Argentina. They take them down to the wire. That sick goal that tied it up 2-2. Argentina comes back. They're kind of like the Chiefs from a couple years ago. Said we don't know if they're that good, but they keep winning. That Argentina just runs into the juggernaut that is Spain. But I think it was awesome just watching the different countries around the world come to the States. Obviously, it being America, obviously it just added a huge element on top of that. But yeah, seeing those little smaller countries kind of show themselves on the world stage. Cape Verde tied Spain. That was the only match that Spain didn't win this whole World Cup.
They were legit. They were legit. I mean, that goal was the epitome of just shoot it because you never know what can happen. Yeah. I mean, my gosh, if England had that mentality, they probably win the World Cup, but they are allergic to shooting the ball. Mike, favorite moments from the World Cup?
Man, that's tough. Honestly, I feel like for me, the World Cup was a bit of a letdown. I think after the last World Cup and how epic that final was, it was like top 5 sports moment of my life, watching live. Not in person, obviously, but live. And I think the expanded group stage left kind of a lot to be desired. Obviously, you had a couple of smaller countries making out of the group stage, but you kind of lack the competitive matches, and you lack that final 4th game or third game drama where you've got 2 teams playing at the same time, trying to figure out who's going to move forward on goal differential. And those are like my favorite moments of the World Cup, and I feel like the expanded group stage kind of lacked that. But I would just say in general, the late equalizers throughout the tournament.
Yes.
I mean, so many 90th minute plus goals to send teams on or send it to extra time, and that was epic to watch.
RIP Croatia.
So close.
So close yet so far. Also, Canada, can we get some better stadiums out here? I mean, you could so clearly tell. Shout out to Mexico. Mexico had some awesome, I mean, obviously, Stadium Azteca, legendary place, right? But even the stadium in Monterrey was sweet. Canada, I mean, Vancouver was the cool one you had, but no. Mid-stadium game. Not host material, I will say that. Especially when you have Saudi Arabia. Have y'all see the sketch-ups or the mock-ups of the like 40 or 50-story tower they're building with a stadium on top of it? Like that's what I'm here for. Canada had the opposite of that. But Mike, I'm with you. The group stage was lackluster.
In Canadian fashion.
Jeb, best moments, man.
Honestly, the best moment wasn't even about like soccer, football, or whatever you want to call it. It was the Heinz incident.
I don't even know what that was.
So FIFA has like that clean stadium policy where they don't allow non-FIFA sponsored companies and brands to have their logos in the event. So there were a bunch of companies that had their stadiums, their branding on the stadiums and their logo and whatever. So they had to cover up their logos everywhere, right? But for Heinz, that meant every single bottle of Heinz ketchup or mustard in all of the stadiums where the FIFA World Cup was happening had to be covered up.
Okay.
And Heinz took this as a marketing opportunity and started like manufacturing bottles that covered up their logo like they did the stadium.
Oh, very
and
interesting.
started marketing it like that. I thought that was just hilarious.
So
Well, it was kind of like a Heinz logo with like two
Like a-
black strips of tape over the logo almost.
oh, interesting. Okay.
There it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's
that's
interesting.
hilarious.
Dang, you too?
Yeah,
Tomato ketchup.
that's awesome.
That was my favorite part. I think the other like drama part that I thought was weird, honestly, was I don't want to get like political or controversial or whatever, but the fact that Trump just like made a personal call to FIFA and got Balogun like his red card removed for the Belgium match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, they just decided, hey, I think we should do. I think it's the right thing to do. I think they decided that without any help or anything, they decided that was the right thing.
Well,
to
it's
do.
just like, you know, we always joke like the FIFA's always like corrupt and all that. It's like, here you
Which
go.
it is.
Like,
It's very corrupt.
but then we just get slammed 4-1 and the whole party was over for the American.
I mean, we all
so.
agree, right, that if he stays on the bench, we play better. Like we probably
think
still
it would've
lose,
mattered.
but I think I think the vibes would have mattered. Like I think we would have. I don't think it would have gotten blown out because Belgium had something to prove. They came in with a chip on their shoulder. Whenever the better team comes in with the chip on the shoulder, usually doesn't go well. Especially when you couple that with the other team who should have the chip on the shoulder coming in with an almost like guilty puppy looking look when they took the field. Anyway.
I mean, we've never beaten a top European team, so I think the result.
Yeah, no, the L was still going. We were still
We tied
taking the
Germany, didn't we?
L.
We
No.
tied Germany in a friendly earlier in the year.
Yeah, we've beaten Spain in a friendly before.
Mike, are you saying like we've never done it in the World Cup?
At any
I
competitive
don't
league
think we have.
level, like I don't think we've ever beaten a top tier. Like top, when I say
I would
top,
say
I mean,
like friendly is still like competitive. Like it's
Phillies don't count.
they
I don't think they count.
Yeah,
I mean, it depends on who
whatever.
you're playing, right? Like it's just
no, Mike, you're
Regardless,
right.
that
We
is-
were going to lose. There's
But I'm
no doubt
saying,
about it. But
because he
4-1,
because he played, the world cheered our loss more than they would have, and they were
Yeah,
already
and
cheering
that
us to lose
sucked.
regardless. So
yeah,
that sucked.
sucked. Yeah,
That being said, I was glad we got Balogun back.
I was
It was-
pumped when I
it
heard
was
that. I was
weird
like,
that,
heck
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, heck yeah, that's awesome. But also, like, how did we do that? You know?
Hey,
So,
nothing like a little grease, baby.
No pun intended.
The funniest thing to me was after the World Cup when Infantino, or however you say his name,
You got it.
tries to slide one past everybody and commercialize what is already the most commercialized nonprofit in the world. But pull a Big 12 and sell all of the future rights, 20% of the World Cup, for a measly few $1 billion. I mean, the most wild undervaluation of a sports enterprise I think I've ever seen. And oh, by the way, he was going to get paid $60 million in salary each
Through a
year.
PE firm owned by Trump's son-in-law, right?
So good. It's
Yeah.
so it only FIFA and the Trump family could cook something up like that. That was the best part, because otherwise it was an awesome World Cup, and I
Right,
think
maybe
we
in-
proved that we
maybe
should
in
host it
2030
every
when
single time.
Whenever UEFA team is out of the boycotting the tournament, we'll actually have a chance.
There you
We'll
go.
make the finals and we'll lose to our
We would need a few more continents to also boycott the World Cup for us to have a
South
chance,
America and Europe,
including our own. We would need our own continent to boycott outside of us. But anyway, we did re-sign our coach, which is awesome.
Yeah, it just means the U.S. is going to get this again when it's back up in 2038.
As we should. Now it's difficult to fly across the country, but once you're in the city, at least the stadium's great. Okay. Anyways, a few more things to talk about. Guys, Megan Curry, traitor, leaving for UAB. I mean, what? What? Am I missing something here? Did UAB join the SEC? Did they all of a sudden have a functioning administration? Did they get their independence from Tuscaloosa? Do they have consistent athletic funding? What am I missing?
I mean, you went 4 for 4 right there. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, I don't know. It's just only thing comes down to, I guess, maybe operating budget. But again, it's like, I don't know what.
It's not salary. I guarantee you it ain't that much more money.
Stephen A. Guaranteed. That's Charles Barkley. Yeah, it's just an interesting. Yeah, when you talk about, it's like everyone knows that administration is no bueno, just to put it that way, and no one respects that AD. Thinks he's terrible. He's been in the job for forever. It's just
they shut football down. They shut football down.
Yeah. I mean, his last 2 hires have been a Samford softball coach and then another Samford coach on top of that. So it's like he's can't hire coaches for himself. He's going to take it from Samford. When his last 2 hires, Trent Dilfer flamed out, softball hire, 25 different things wrong with her that ended up had this job being up. We don't need to get into it, but yeah, it's just interesting, just the way it all turned out. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not rooting for them. I hope they suck. Hope she gets fired and comes back. Door's always open. The door is always open, you know? But yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah. It's one thing when Jake Souders goes to Mississippi State, like, good for him. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I don't understand the Samford UAB transition, but I might be biased or something. I don't know.
We're all biased. But
maybe at football and basketball, I get it, but in baseball, but outside of that,
yeah, football I would kind of get it. Basketball I would clearly get it, because it definitely seems like they've funded Kennedy to the point where they can be fairly competitive.
Their softball program?
I think so, right? Andy Kennedy?
Is he still a basketball coach?
Yeah, he's still there.
I thought he got fired.
He's trying to get out 5 different.
He's trying to leave. No one's wanted to.
He was up for the USF job. He's up for the New Mexico job. Yeah, he's been trying to get out, but yeah, he's still there.
Stanford last year.
I think. Look, that should tell you I love the state of New Mexico is my favorite state in America. But if you were trying to get to the University of New Mexico for a job, that's all you need to know about what it's like working for UAB.
The state of New Mexico is your favorite state?
It is. It's a hidden gem. If you haven't been, don't knock it because it'll blow your socks off when you go there.
I saw. You know, guys know who Drew Holcomb is, the singer.
Yeah.
He posted it on social media this week. He was like, "I think Arkansas might kind of be the greatest state in America, or something like that." I was like, "What are you talking?"
No. I mean, they do have part of the Ozarks.
I mean, I've said that about Birmingham, right? Like, it's a good gem place to be in the country that's underrated, and just it's one of the best kept secrets of America, I think. But
just why you should move your Chubb. Okay, but yeah, Megan Curry out as Samford softball coach. We'll see who we hire. But a gut punch. Seemed like the program is really going somewhere. And now we're back to square one. Better news, Samford soccer off to a hot start in exhibition leading up to the season. Beat Ole Miss this past week. I think we kick off first games this Sunday. So
who we have? Notre Dame, Alabama, Auburn.
Yeah, first game's at Notre Dame on Wednesday the 12th. Yeah, this drop.
Oh,
yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday, this week.
Sunday. Yeah, this
first home match is Sunday.
Yeah, next
Sunday.
Dude,
okay. So we're rolling. I mean, by the time this episode drops, we will probably be playing Notre Dame.
That's crazy.
That's awesome. So it looks like we have another solid team. We'll see how it goes first few games of the season, but always good to beat an SEC opponent, even if it is just an exhibition. back to our earlier points about USA beating some European powers in friendlies. Yeah, it's something. It's not a lot, but it's something. And then the other news, Gabi Nicastro. We never talk about golf on here, at least in a flattering way. Gabi Nicastro reached the semifinals of the U.S. Women's Amateur Championships. She was like 390th or somewhere in that range, world ranking amateur-wise, coming into the tournament, and finished fourth after losing to the number one seed, who was ranked 19th in the world, member of the Japanese national team. So that's pretty awesome. Talk about some momentum going into a season, absolutely crushing the offseason. And she played, she was our star golfer last year. She made a lot of headlines last year.
Can she represent the men's team as well? Because they need some help as well. So can she do both?
She could coach the men's team, Grant, and we would be, we still wouldn't be rolling. I think you still need some good players.
Pretty impressive, though. Yeah, like you said, you ran through. She was ranked 380th in the amateur world coming into this tournament, just balling out until obviously losing to the one seed, which is going to happen. So
yeah, it's sick.
Get her any kind of qualification into like U.S. Open or anything like that?
I don't know.
We can
find out for you, Mike.
She probably had to win if I had to guess, but
yeah,
still
maybe. Maybe. I feel like in the men's side, I do think that there's more than one amateur spot in some in the U.S. Open, but maybe not.
Because the U.S. Open's got the biggest.
Isn't there like 50?
Then like even the Masters, you got.
The Masters has one or two, but in the U.S. Open, I swear there's like 10, maybe. I'm just making up a number.
I think the Masters usually has close to 10 amateurs each year.
Oh, are there? Okay. I thought there was just one. Okay. So I would guess that she probably did, but we'll find out. That's a good question, Mike. We'll find out. All right, boys. So this is not a football preview episode. We'll have a few football episodes. Grant and I went to the scrimmage this past Saturday, watched the team for about 2 hours. So we got a lot to talk about there. But I did want to get you all's thoughts on what you're excited for, what you're looking for, just some general opinions about the upcoming football season. Jeb, I'll start with you, man.
The biggest thing for me is this is a real football reboot for us, bringing in John Grass. So the biggest theme for me this year would be how quickly can John Grass make Samford a football powerhouse in the FCS again. So I'm going to be looking out for that. I'm very excited about that. Very excited about this coaching staff that's come in. But it just feels like this is the proven winner that we need as a football coach at the exact moment that we needed one. So
he does seem like the right guy at the right time in the sense of energy and effort that he's bringing to rebooting the program. Mike?
Yeah, like Jeb said, just a renewed sense of energy around the football program. It's been a minute. Excited to see different style of play on offense and defense. Curious to see.
Yeah.
Hatcher been there for however long and always had a fun offense until the last few years. And so it's been a while since we've really had an offense that was enjoyable to watch. And it's not really Gross's thing, but it's just going to be fun to see, few less bubble screens and maybe take some shots downfield. Who knows? Just something different. I feel like off season with a new hire is always one of the more fun off seasons because there's just so much to kind of anticipate and so much to look forward to, so much that we don't know around style and whatnot. So just excited to see how things kick off and the changes coming in the style play.
I think we will have a few less losses. I think we'll still have more losses than wins. But to your point, Mike, I'm not sure if we have the personnel yet to really run what Gross wants to run, as evidenced by some of the formations we saw offensively at the scrimmage. But it is different, and the guys are playing harder, and there's some north and south running. Might not be very far, but there's some north and south running. Grant, what are you excited for?
Yeah, we saw a few touchdown drives on Saturday with a couple different quarterbacks. Yeah, I think Mike touched on just something different, something new. First time in 11 years that Samford entered fall camp with a different head coach. Like you just talk about that, and we've talked about this a lot. Obviously, Mike just mentioned it, but the offense is a regression over the last few years. The defense has kind of been so-so, but the offense has always been a step above to kind of carry them. In the last couple of years, we've seen the offense regress. Last year's offensive line allowed the most sacks in the entire country. Quincy's back there running for his life, getting taken down every other play. So yeah, it is something new, something different. And like you said, Sam, I think the losses will still kind of be there in year one, but I trust that this staff that the Grass has brought in is there for the right reasons. It's going to build it up to where we want them to be. And so it's good to have a new staff come in to kind of maybe change the culture. Of course, everyone uses that word culture, but I mean, you really have to after you have had a team that went 1-11 last year. So it's awesome just seeing something new, which we'll get into in the preseason with the new players and everything, but just something new. Thank God for something new.
Grant, does the offensive line look bigger this year? Because that's always something, that's like a theme we talk about, is we're just not big enough.
Yeah, Sam was taking notes. I think he took 8 notes on the offensive line, just going through the different combinations.
It's the only notes Sam took.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, I'd be watching the ball. He'd be like, did you see our left guard there just clearly get destroyed? I said, no, dude, I was watching the ball. I said, oh, yeah, watch it again. So, okay, yeah, sorry.
Jeb, size, it's just, I mean, we're only there for 2 hours. Like, we've seen 2 hours of the team. Size is not the problem. I mean, we watched the all-freshman team scrimmage. Everybody was 300 pounds. It was insane. Like, the freshman line was insane. The problem is athleticism. Like, yeah, we got a guy that's 320 and maybe he should be 290. You know what I mean? So we'll see. There's a lot of guys getting beat, but we do have some guys, if they stick your hands on you, ain't going anywhere. So that was promising. That was very promising. But those guys also tend to get beat against the experienced linemen in our league. So we'll kind of see how it shakes out. But plenty of big old boys, Jeb. Plenty of big old boys.
Some hog mollies.
Too long.
Some hog mollies.
Some hog mollies. All right. Well, we will have a football preview, at least 1 or 2, a couple of episodes coming out. We'll have a practice report, and probably most fun, we're going to have a Jeopardy that we would have had at the end of the year. It's recapping last year to get everybody ready for this year. But we'll have another Jeopardy episode, which everybody loved, coming out this week too. Hope everybody has a fantastic week. Go Dogs, Samford women, soccer. Let's get the dub. State of the Bulldogs is out.